Hello students, welcome to the online lecture series of the STSM College Palghar. I am Vilas sir and today we are going to discuss about the topic of the chapter 7 plant growth and mineral nutrition. In that we will discuss about the plant hormone and various hormone how they are responsible for the plant growth. Let's discuss about the growth. The growth is regarded as one of the most fundamental and conspicuous characteristics of a living being. So, growth can be defined as the an irreversible, permanent increase in size of an organ or its parts or even of an individual cell. Generally, the growth is accompanied by the metabolic processes in that anabolic and catabolic both way that occurs at the expense of energy. Therefore, the example of expansion of a leaf is growth. The plant growth regulators are the small simple molecules of diverse chemical composition. So in that compounds can be indole 3 acetic acid, adenine derivatives, some carotenoids, some terpenes, and gases formed like ethylene can be. So the growth of plants which can be regulated by the various chemical we will discuss today. The plant growth hormone or PGRs can be broadly divided into two groups based on their functions and the living plant body. So the plant growth hormone are involved in the growth promoting activities like cell division, cell enlargement, pattern formation, tropic growth, flowering, fruiting, and seed formation. So these are also called as a plant growth promoters. In that we will discuss about the auxins, gibberellins, cytokines, etc. So the growth hormones, the term hormone was coined by the first Sterling in 1906 in Animal Physiology. The internal factors that influence the growth are called growth hormone or the growth regulators. They are inhibit, promote or modify the growth of plant. And the growth of plant promoters are auxins, gibberellins, cytokines. And according to the Thiemann and Pincus in 1948, the plant hormone are organic substances produced naturally in higher plants affecting growth or the other physiological functions at the site remote from its place of production and active in a very minute amount. So hormones are transported through the phloem parenchyma. Let's start with the first hormone is auxins. Auxins, the Greek word auxin, that means a grow. It was first isolated from the human urine, and the term auxin is applied to the indole 3 acetic acid, short form is IAA, and to other natural and synthetic compounds having certain growth regulating properties. They are generally produced by the growing apices of a stem and roots, from where they can migrate to the region their action. Auxins like IAA and indole butyric acid, that is IBA, have been isolated from the plants. These auxins have been used extensively in agricultural and horticultural practices. They help to initiate the rooting in stem cuttings, and application widely used for plant propagation. Auxins also promotes flowering, example in the pineapples, and they also prevents fruit and leaf drop at early stage, but they promote the abscission of older mature leaves and fruits. Auxin was developed by the F.W. Wendt in 1931, and it was isolated from the urine, we have already said, and it was isolated from the person which was suffering from the pellagra disease, and it is synthesized in the growing tips like a meristematic region where the plants from the where it is transported to the other parts region. Let's see the physiological effects and the applications of auxins. The primary effect is cell enlargement, and in a more than higher plants, the growing apical bud inhibits the growth of lateral buds, and it is called as apical dominance. It also stimulates the growth of a stem and roots, where it induces multiplication of a cell, and hence the tissue culture experiment which produce callus in that. It also stimulates the formation of lateral and adventitious roots, and they are marked as a synthetic herbicide also. Example 2,4-D or 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid, which is a herbicide which used to kill the unwanted plants. It kills the dicot weeds without affecting monocot crops plant. Here some seedless fruits like orange, lemon, grapes, banana are produced by the application of auxin, which induced parthenocarby. Sometimes auxin promotes the cell division also in the cambium, and also cause the early differentiation in the xylem and a phloem area. Let's talk about the gibberellin, which is another growth promoting hormone which is in abundant form present in root tips and developing seeds. Gibberellins were first isolated from the fungus Gibberella fujikuroi by the Japanese scientist Kurosawa in 1926. He observed that when the rice plant was infected by the fungus Gibberella fujikuroi, it shows extensive stem elongation called Bakane disease. The crystalline form of a gibberellin were isolated by the Yabuta and Sumiki in 1938 from the fungus culture, and they named it the gibberellin. It is synthesized in the young leaves, seeds, roots and stem tips. This is synthesized from the mevalonic acid. More than almost 150 chemical types are formed so far. So GA3 is most common and biologically active form of a gibberellin is present and used over here. Chemically it contains the gibbian ring cyclic diterpene with the 4 terpene units. Universally, GA1, GA2 and GA3 are discovered and used for growth of and promoting the plant. All the gibberellic acids are the acidic in nature, and they are produced in wide range of the physiological responsible in the plants. Their ability to cause the increase in the length of axis used to increase the length of the grape stalk. So grape plant are propagated in a farmyard with gibberellic acid. So gibberellin causes the fruit like apples to elongate and improve the shape of fruit. So they also delay the senescence also. The fruit can be left on the tree longer, so it is extended at the market period, which avoid the decomposition or the destroying the fruit before the time. Let's see the physiological effects and applications of gibberellic acid. The dormancy of bud can be broken by the gibberellic treatment, and it can be promote seed germination in a cereal like a barley, wheat by synthesizing the hydrolyzing enzyme amylase to produce a sugar in that. Most striking effect of it is the elongation of the stem where internodes increase in the length. It also promotes the bolting in a elongation of internode just prior to the flowering in plants, those with a rosette habit. In that, some vegetable plants are involved here. Example, the beet and cabbage. It causes the parthenocarby in a tomato, apples and pears, and it also promotes the flowering in the long day plants. It also used to increase the fruit size, the bunch length of the grapes. Sometimes it has been seen that gibberellins are applied on a genetically dwarfed plant like a maize, and the stem rapidly elongates, and in a maize the application of the gibberellic overcomes the requirement of the vernalization. It inhibits the growth of the root, delays the senescence, and it prevents the abscission also. It also breaks the dormancy period in a seeds, and it hasten the germination time. Third hormone here is cytokinin. It is another growth hormone that promotes the cell division. That means separation of the cytoplasm. Okay, it is because of the cytokinin. The Lentham coined the term cytokinin. The first cytokinin was discovered by the Skoog and Miller in 1954 during the investigation of the nutritional requirement of callus tissue culture in Nicotiana tabacum. That means a tobacco plant. They observed that the callus proliferated when the nutrient medium was supplied with coconut milk, and it degraded the sample of DNA. Here they use the sperm of herring fish. They named it is as a kinetin. The genetically kinin are 6 furfural aminopurines. Chemically, kinins are the natural cytokinin which was obtained from the unripe maize grains by Lantham et al. Or their colleagues. It is known as zeatin. 6-benzyl adenine is a synthetic cytokinin hormone. There are 7 different types of the cytokinins are recorded from the plants, and naturally cytokinins are also reported from the plant like banana flower, apples, tomatoes, fruit, and coconut milk. Let's see the physiological effects and applications of cytokinin. Cytokinin promotes a cell enlargement and cell division, where the high cytokinin promotes the shooting or leaf development. At a low ratio of the cytokinin to auxin induces the root development, but the high ratio it causes the bud formation or the shoot development. Cytokinin and auxin ratio and their interactions controls the morphogenic differentiation. That means the organ formation like roots, stem, leaf, and other organs in a plant are controlled by the cytokinin and auxin ratio. It promotes the growth of the lateral buds, and it controls the apical dominance by the cell division. It also delays the senescence or the aging in a plant. The abscission process in a plant organs also controlled by the cytokinin. This was reported by the Richmond and Lang in 1957. Formation of the interfascicular cambium and the expansion of the cell are other functions. The cambium cell, which are actually the strong tissue layer found in a root region as well as in a stem region in a higher plants. It also breaks the dormancy and promotes the germination in seeds. Lastly, the cytokinins reverse the apical dominant effect. It induces the RNA synthesis and the formation of interfascicular cambium region. Next, it is a ethylene. Ethylene is a simple gaseous plant growth hormone. It is synthesized in the large amount by the tissue undergoing the senescence and the ripening of the fruits. It influences of the ethylene on plant including the horizontal growth of the seedlings, swelling of the axis, and the apical hook formation in the dicot seedlings. Ethylene promotes the senescence and the abscission of the plant organ, especially of leaves and the flowers, where the ethylene is highly effective in the fruit ripening. It enhances the respiration rate during the ripening of the fruit. This rise in a rate of the respiration is called the respiratory climatic. The other functions other than that, it is ethylene breaks the seed and the bud dormancy. It initiates the germination in peanut seeds. It is the only gaseous growth promoter which was discovered by the Denny in 1924, reported by the ethylene is a effective fruit ripening. Gann in 1934 established that the plant naturally synthesizes ethylene. After that, the Crocker in 1937 proposed that the ethylene is a plant hormone responsible for fruit ripening. It is simple gaseous hydrocarbons with the essential role of the fruit ripening. The most widely used compound as a source of ethylene, it is a ethiphon. It is synthesized in root, shoot, apical meristem and ripening of fruits. Let's see the physiological effects and the application of ethylene. Ethylene promotes the ripening of fruits like banana, apples, mangoes. It also stimulates the initiation of the lateral root in plants and breaks the dormancy in bud and seeds. It accelerates the abscission activity and leaves, flowers, fruits by the forming abscission layer. It inhibits the growth of the lateral bud and causes the apical dominance and retards the flowering. It associates it with the enhancement of the process in a senescence of a plant organ. And lastly, it inhibits the flowering in a most of the plant except the pineapple. It causes the epinasty, that means drooping of leaves in the flowers. It increases the activity of the chlorophyllase enzyme. It causes the degrading of effect in banana and citrus fruit. Let's discuss about the abscisic acid. Abscisic acid is a natural growth inhibit hormone which inhibiting the growth of in plant. It was discovered by the Kahns and Adicoats in 1961 to 1965. He was observed that the shedding of cotton ball was due to the chemical substance abscissin 1 and 2. Later, Waring in 1963 isolated the substance from the bud of acer that can be induced a bud dormancy and he named it dormine. These two identical chemical substances were given the common name abscisic acid and it is synthesized in leaves, fruits, roots, seeds, etc. Chemically, it is a 15 carbon sesquiterpenoid and it is synthesized from the mevalonic acid. Abscisic acid inhibits the seed germination. It also stimulates the closure of stomata in epidermis and increases the tolerance of plants to the various kinds of the stress condition. Therefore, it is also called as a stress hormone. Abscisic acid plays an important role in the seed development, maturation, and dormancy. By inducing the dormancy, abscisic acid helps seeds to withstand desiccation and other factors like unfavorable growth. So, most situation, abscisic acid acts as an antagonist to gibberellic acid. Let's see the physiological effect and application of abscisic acid. Abscisic acid promotes abscission of leaf and induces the dormancy in many plants. It also controls the dormancy in birds and seeds by inhibiting the growth processes. It also accelerates the senescence of a leaf, flower, and fruit. It inhibits the cell division and it delays and cell elongation, and it suppresses the cambium activity by inhibiting mitosis cell division in vascular cambium region. Abscisic acid could cause efflux of potassium ions from a guard cell, and it results the closure of stomata region. So it breaks the anti-transparent. It acts as a stress hormone, and by inducing the plant to bear a adverse environmental condition, it inhibits the flowering in a long day plant, but it stimulates flowering in a short day plant. So both way it can be helpful for the flowering.